my people have almost reached their destination. So if you have not been watching the saga of the nation of Saio, we used to live down here. We used to live in this community, which unfortunately has been overrun with camels and chickens, has burned down, and has a giant bug hive just about to explode all over it. So we basically decided that this place was unlivable, so we've abandoned it. We've left some of our wealth behind, lots of pieces of equipment and pretty valuable beds, and like I couldn't bring all the plasteel with me, but we can come back here later sometime if we want to. In the meantime, though, it's basically the camel and chicken apocalypse, which is great. One of my favorite things about the latest version of RimWorld is that you can leave a base behind and just see what happens without you there to maintain it. So it looks like my people are almost at their destination. We're going to settle in this new place over here, near to some helpful trading partners, and most importantly, close to the spaceship that is our eventual destination if we want to get off this world. And so I figured, our first video was about our escape. Our second video is going to be about trying to settle this new territory. So yeah, that is a long way. We went, a significant chunk of the way across this world. We ate a lot of pemmican along the way. And it looks like we're almost there. I hope you don't mind that the soundtrack of the game is being augmented by my son, who is singing and playing the piano outside. Okay, so are we here? I think we've arrived. So yes, we've got a settle button that we can press to settle in this location, and I think we're ready to do it. So Raneth Cord says, does your son do requests? My son, I mean, yes. I think the request would sound pretty much like what he would have done without the request, though. So I don't know if it's super worthwhile to ask. Okay, so we're generating a new map. And what? Ancient danger. Oh, we've dropped right next to a horrible place. Well, let's not settle there. Okay, so let's survey this map and figure out what we're going to do. So I got a comment towards the end of the last video from Smug Rainbow Pony, who says that the UI of this game is pretty forbidding. There's a lot of complexity to it. There's lots of little tiny text. It feels like there's a million things you have to understand, and not all of it is extremely just clear on its face. And that is true. And Cloudcraft was making the point that you can watch and learn from other people. That's how I learned the game, was Cloudcraft coaching me through it. And that is definitely one approach, though. Spug Rainbow Pony pointed out that the amount of effort that it takes to get into a game and sort of overcome obstacles, the less likely they are to play it. And that is a pretty common issue. So for me, Cloudcraft also made the point, though, that the basic stuff you need to do to survive, just building walls, placing furniture, and finding food, isn't that tough. It's like the late game, morale management and stuff like that, things where you have to really sort of delve in and figure out what's going on with people. That can be a little bit more challenging, but you can sort of ease into it. The game isn't that hard to get started with, especially if you set, a lot of the dials and stuff to make it easier. He also points out that if there's things about the UI that you don't like, there's a million mods out there that you can use. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to mods. I don't usually use them, but there's a lot of people out there who are highly technical people who love this game, who have been improving it and sort of remaking it in their own image. So, okay, we got some options here. So we could build our community near the middle of the map. Middle of the map is usually a good place because it means that when enemies attack, usually there's like a long distance for them to cover before they actually attack you. So it's easier to sort of build defenses and stuff like that. However, the middle of this map is dominated by this ancient danger. And I mean, while, the chances of somebody accidentally breaking this open and releasing like whatever mechanoids or monsters or whatever are inside, I don't know. It still makes me nervous. We've got these ruins, though. One thing that is nice about ruins is that, they give you sort of a partially built place so that you can settle there faster than you normally would. And so normally I think that like a place like this, which has got, limited angles for you to defend, huge mountain at your back, so that you don't have to defend from every possible angle. An area like this is normally kind of my favorite place to settle. I'm kind of tempted by this thing over here, though, because it's partially built. We can also scavenge this for materials and use it to build stuff. There's also this area down here, which similarly, it's got a lot of obstacles in the way. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more open, though. Another thing to keep in mind. So wait, this is mud, right? Yeah. Okay. So this slows people down. It's not particularly fertile. I don't actually see any particularly fertile. Wait, what's this? Is this mud too, or is this? Yeah, this is mud. There isn't any particularly fertile ground for growing crops. That's often a thing that I'll use to sort of evaluate where I want to settle. Is this? Oh, rich soil. This is rich soil right here. So it's next to the mud. So if I wanted to build just a really good farming community, building it next to this would be really nice. So this area, so the last place I was living was a very hot area. It was basically summer all year round. And it had no seasons, or it had seasons, like there was a hot season and a less hot season, but you could grow all the time. This place is more temperate, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to make it through winters, and so being able to grow a lot of food during the growing season will be really valuable. Oh, so Cloudcraft is pointing out there is a fertility overlay now, apparently. So where is that? Terrain affordance, this is... Oh, where you can build. So this is pointing out the muddy terrain where I can't build. Ah, fertility. Oh, look at this. Okay, yeah, so this does make it easier to find the fertile territory. So it looks like the most fertile territory is here. And around this sort of muddy pit. There is also some highly fertile terrain over here, though. So if I decided I wanted to settle in this area, I would have a place to sort of grow crops quickly, which would be nice. It's so up in the corner, though. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think that I'm actually, in part just because, like, it'll be quicker to get all my stored stuff down here. I think I kind of like this place. So there's a little bit of an obstacle here between me and the ancient danger. So I'm not just right on top of it. I'm also not right on top of any of the edges of the map. And there is sort of a little half-built building that can be sort of my temporary bedroom. Like my little motel for everybody to stay in while I'm still building their stuff. Fair amount of metal here, too, to harvest. I've got this little damp place over here, but I can build over that if I need to, if I got enough wood. Oh, wood. So this place is not going to have as much wood as the other place. The other place was just like, it was just constantly spouting wood everywhere. I'm going to want to get my research up and running so that I can learn, like, climate control stuff, because, of course, actually, if this place isn't as hot, I might not be as reliant on coolers as I was. Coolers, the sort of the low-tech coolers, suck wood out of the map. So Clucker points out that once I'm ready to brave the ancient danger, I can actually incorporate this building into my base if I build right next to it, and that's true. Okay, yeah, so I think we've got a plan. The plan is we're going to settle here real quick and then sort of spiral out from here to build our community. So the first thing we need is a place to store our goods. So we don't have any construction materials right away. So the first thing we want to do is chop wood in the area where we're going to be building and farming. Just chop down as many of these trees as we can, partly to get wood to build with, and partly just to clear it out so that I've got space to build. And then, see, it's weird. No one is going to open up the ancient danger unless I tell them to. Like, I don't know why I'm so scared of it, but, like, I don't want to put anything next to it, or I want to be, I'm nervous about it. Okay, so let's build out a stockpile zone far from the ancient danger over here. We've got a lot of stuff to drop off. So this is just going to contain everything. What are these guys doing? Oh, they're praying. I love that these people have, like, spiritual lives. Like, there's so much going on here. Okay, so the people are already starting to knock things down. Saio is very, very sad. Why are you sad? Intense pain. Recreation deprived. Okay, so we've already harvested some wood. Let's quickly build something that people can do for fun. Let's make a hoopstone ring. Just, it kind of doesn't matter where. Let's play with it next to the Ancient Danger. Okay, so now if anybody needs... Unfortunately, you can't force people to do recreation. Well, you can in the scheduling thing, but you can't just tell them right now, hey, you, go do recreation. So people are going to start moving stuff and chopping down trees. And as they chop down trees, they're giving me enough building materials that I can start expanding this. So eventually we will not want to just be building this only out of wood, but wood is the thing we can get quickly. So let's, okay, so the door, I just want to make this symmetrical. So I think I'm being a silly person, but there we go. So we're going to try to restore this thing to its former glory. Building a roof on it. And what else? Okay, so we've got our... They just dropped everything here. So we've got our bedrolls. So we're going to want to install our bedrolls inside and at least get a roof over our heads to sleep indoors. So let's grab these one at a... Unfortunately, I got to grab these one at a time. There should be 9 of them. Again, I appreciate my son contributing in the background to the soundtrack. I don't know how well you can hear him. I can hear him really well. But I know microphones try really hard to not necessarily make you listen to every piece of background noise. So we've got, what is that, 7? Where are the last 2? There's one here. And now I have to figure out where the last one I haven't already clicked on is. Is it this one? It's this one. Okay, so we'll just get bedrolls in there for everybody. And then... Okay, so another thing I'd like to do... I don't actually know how big an area I can build with a roof on it. But... let's pretend that we can build a roof on this. So that we can keep... So as we move stuff over here, we can keep it safe from the elements. What? Saio, why are you starving? Why don't you eat some food? Saio, where are you? Okay, good. Eat some food. Delicious. Sure, taking your time munching on those berries. Yeah, so Saio is about to lose her mind. Nobody's happy. Nobody wants to go camping. This is not a happy time for anyone. So one of the first things we're going to need to do, I mean, even before, because we've got food stored up, even before we get our cooking up and running, we might need to get Saio a bedroom so that she can chill out. All right, so let's see here. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to figure out... Okay, so Saio needs a bedroom. Saio also is going to need a throne room. We'll worry about that later. Bedroom is first priority. So let's have Saio live right here. It needs to be a fairly sizable room to make someone of her stature happy. So we'll give her that first bedroom, and then we'll also want to... Actually, I guess we should probably get our agriculture going, at least a little bit of agriculture, because it takes time. So let's build this. And we do have plenty of food right now, but I don't know how long that's going to last or how easy that's going to be to manage once the seasons start changing. So we want to get our crops going right now. And let's see. Okay, we also are going to need to... We want to ask the question, where does our kitchen go? So ideally, what we'll want is food storage. It's very close to our fields. And then a kitchen that's right next to our food storage. I'm hoping that we can get a pretty large amount of food going here. So maybe what I want to do is build... So I don't need to necessarily build something enormous right up front, but I want to have room to expand it. So let's say that long term, this whole area here might be my food storage. But short term, I don't need that much of it. So I'll just build a smaller space. I mean, I've already got a bunch of food as it is. Oh, wait a minute. This thing. I'm going to want to build power on that. I just noticed it. Okay, so eventually, if I can build my technology high enough, I can build a power station on that thing. So let's not build right on top of it. Let's give it some space. Instead, maybe I'll build my food storage up here next to the mud. So let's at least make enough room for the food I've already got. And then we're going to, next to this, we're going to want to build our kitchen. So our kitchen needs room for 2 stoves. Each stove is 1 unit by 3 units, and a butcher. So at the minimum, actually, yeah, let's make it be about that big. And then next to that, we're going to want to have our kitchen, or our, sorry, that's our kitchen, our dining room. And our dining room is going to want to have some, like a pantry. So maybe, okay, so maybe our pantry is right here, where we could kind of store our, you know, our ready-to-eat meals. And maybe we don't go down this far. And instead, let's build our dining room here. So sometimes you want people to have a luxurious dining room, maybe with room for entertainment, stuff like that. And then let's build some doors. Boink, 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 and boink. There we go. Okay, so this is a big construction job, and actually I don't even know if I have enough wood. I probably have nowhere near enough wood. So I'd have to have some people chopping down wood. Look, we got everybody set to construction, because it's really important. Let's have somebody be chopping down wood, though. Let's have these guys be chopping down wood. So our best constructors are also our best wood choppers, so we're not building anything fancy right now, though. We don't need a lot of construction skill. We just need a lot of manpower. Cloudcraft is reminding me that there is a planning tool in this game. I've never used it. I kind of like improvising my plans as I go. And so, like, planning out an entire base and then building it, like, I don't know. I kind of like sort of the organic nature of a building that is just sort of steadily built step by step over time without a lot of advanced planning. There's something about that. Oh no! Diseased animals. It's fine. Okay, one thing I don't have... Oh, great. Blue is going to hide in their room. We didn't even put all of the... we didn't even put all the sleeping bags in at night. We need somebody who's hauling full-time. Okay, so Blue's not doing anything useful. Blue can mine, but Blue's hiding in a room anyway, so we'll just let that happen. Yeah, so I guess this plant cutter, when they're done cutting plants, they can haul. Saio's actually a pretty good constructor, but maybe we don't need... Let's see. Okay, so White. White is not a very good constructor. Let's have White hauling things too. So normally I don't actually use the #1 priority thing very often unless I'm trying to do something on an emergency basis. That is kind of what I'm doing here. So let's... So is the steel double bed masterwork or the marble double bed? Okay, so this is a good example probably of what Cloudcraft was talking about in the last video, which is, okay, so this is a marble double bed. And so it's got its own, let's see, beauty 18. I wonder if the steel double bed is different. beauty 10. And that's because the only difference between these two is the material they're made out of. This one, the steel double bed, has 200 hit points, 240 hit points for marble. And so, yeah, so like this marble bed is better than the steel bed. Not because of the workmanship or anything, but just because it's masterwork. Sorry, just because it's made out of the opposite of what I said. Just because of what it's made out of. Okay, so people are eating just raw corn, just like hard, uncooked corn off the cob right now, which is not making them very happy. Once we've built this space, though... Okay, so let's build a storage zone in here for food specifically. So we go through and we're like, clear everything. What we're keeping in here is foods. And eventually I'll say not even meals, just raw foods. But right now, let's keep all of our foods in there. And then I'll grab this one and say... no foods. So let's not store foods over here. Let's store foods down here in the new room that we're building just for foods. And then this is now going to be Saio's bedroom. It's not great yet, but we should make a space to store chunks. I just realized. Let's store chunks over here in the dangerous zone for now. So chunks are like these big piles of rock, and sometimes you can have chunks of metal. They're the raw materials you make some of your resources out of. Okay, so we've got a lot of people constructing. And as they're constructing, we can start saying that we want to place our stove in here. What else do we have? We got our research table. We need to find places to put all this stuff. Oh, we got that steel table that we salvaged on the route, so we can put that there. I think we might have only grabbed the one stove. Let's see. Yeah, I think we might only have the one stove. Did we manage to bring the butcher's table? I think we didn't bring the butcher's table, so we'll have to build our own butcher's table. Well, we don't have any meat yet anyway, but... So notice that everybody has really terrible construction skill, and so they're just botching constructions like crazy. Oh no, Urgo's going on an insulting spree. That's actually one of the worst sort of things that characters can do in terms of their when they're reacting to bad moods. Oh no, Chasisa, attack that wolf. Rich, Bakabalpe. Get over here. Don't let the baby donkey get eaten by the wolf. Get that wolf. Yes. Okay, well now we're definitely going to need a butcher's table. We're eating that wolf. Okay, so actually for right now, let's just build a butcher spot. Just because we don't want to, let's just do this all day. But yeah, this is going to be good for our health to have some meat in our diet. Okay, we've chopped a lot of wood, which is nice. We're slowly having people moving things into our storage, which is also nice. Oh, they grabbed the stove. Okay, so now we can actually have people... Oh, wow, it even remembers all of the stuff that I put in there. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's not worry about pemmican right now. Let's just build meals. Okay, so now that we've got this place built, we're going to turn this into meals. Go here. Meals do not go here. So now my raw food will be here. People will cook it. They'll put the meals here, and then they'll eat them over here. Once I've got some chairs. But chairs are less important right now than getting more buildings up and running so my people can have bedrooms. So Smug Rainbow Pony says, I would hate a game that requires messing with a priority window. This thing, yes, this thing is a lot of fun when you get into it. It's very intimidating when you first start. I'm not going to show you the alternate version of it because if I click this button, it'll lose all of my priorities. But you can actually set this up just so that it's... So basically everything on this window is in sort of a default priority order. The things that people should do first. Fight fires is first. Get your medical stuff taken care of is second. Fix somebody else's medical stuff is third. All the way down to like research being the thing you do if you've got a lot of spare time. And so all you could do normally on the screen when you don't have this button clicked is these are a bunch of check marks, not numbers. You just decide who's allowed to do what, and you can just leave it alone and never touch it, and it's totally fine. But if you want to sort of get into the micromanagement of who does what, then you can mess with this window and get really into it and try to make it do exactly what you want. So the game, the complexity of the game does sort of scale up steadily over time. And it can start pretty low. Okay, so we're going to need to start getting some proper bedrooms for folks. Where is Saio these days? Oh, Saio's still working. Always working. That's Saio. Oh, she's healing the donkey. Oh, Saio, you're so sweet. Okay, so Saio's bedroom is still garbage, but less garbage than this place, which is just the worst. People generally, they like having bedrooms. They hate having barracks. And so this is a barracks. It's terrible. It's defined by having multiple beds for different people, and no one likes it. So we need to start building some more rooms, some more bedrooms for people. We can start small for now, just to get them up and running, but then we'll want to, expand them over time. So I guess, we could just do some nice little freestanding bedrooms. I do kind of want to leave room to expand sort of the central communal area. We could put entertainment zones and stuff in here. So I don't want to build right up against that necessarily. Cloudcraft says if you make the barracks nice enough, people actually can be happy-ish with it, but they'll still be woken up when other people come in and out, and that still will disturb their sleep. And disturbed sleep is a very common thing that makes people unhappy. So let's go with building like a pueblo into the walls here. So these are going to be kind of small at first, but we can eventually make them better. We can combine them into larger ones and stuff like that. So how many are we going to need? We've got 9 people. 2 of them are lovers, though, and we'll happily share a room together. Maybe this one belongs to the lovers. Let's mine these out into square-type spaces. So there's 4 rooms right there. We've got 5, counting Saio. So we're going to need 8 total, so we need 3 more. Actually, I could build 3 more just onto the back of this, just to save construction costs, and then eventually plan to remove them in favor of like a rec room and stuff like that. Yeah, so we got those, and then maybe one more. Actually, we can have one more person just keep staying in here. Turn this into somebody's bedroom. So yeah. Put doors in all these places. So that is going to be a lot of wood. We've still got a fair amount stored up, though. Gachonio's still wandering around, doesn't know what's going on. Okay, so right now, one thing we could do to make people happier is take Saio off full-time construction and let Saio cook. If Saio cooks, oh yeah, that'd be good to have some, roof over our food. Quest available, gigantic building. Ah, so somebody wants me to build a huge building for them. Not right now, sorry buddy. I'm happy to take on quests like that once we've got the basics taken care of, but right now we do not, so... It feels appropriate to have it be, like, in the middle of a thunderstorm. They're, like, desperately trying to get a shelter built. While trying to avoid being struck by lightning. Oh, no! Okay, so So Bakabalpe just went berserk because they've gotten so unhappy. So I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've had a berserk character. And I'm not sure what the best way to handle them is. Like, I think you can lock them up. Do you just let them go berserk, or do you have to, like, beat them up and arrest them? I think you might have to beat them up and arrest them. They've got a shotgun, though. Luckily, I think they're not using the shotgun. I think they're just attacking people. So if I grab my best melee fighters... Or actually, let's see here. So yeah, so Cloudcraft is reminding me that maybe I don't want to grab the person with the sword and have them attack Bakabalpe. Maybe we should just grab some people with like fists or something like that. Swords and axes are probably a bad move. So maybe let's grab a few good fighters. Okay. So Cloudcraft has a suggestion that I should use my best melee fighters, but I should have them drop their weapons. So they're more likely to succeed because of their high skill, but they're not going to do serious damage. That's a good idea. So we'll drop the Steel Gladius. And then Sienna, similarly. We'll drop the Plasma Sword. And now these guys... Can I just say arrest, or they have to just beat him up? I guess they just have to beat him up. Or, yeah, Corner Eagle says, I could just leave it to the alpaca cops. They seem to be doing okay. So luckily, because he's mostly attacking the alpacas, I think that means the humans are not going to take any injuries from this. Okay. So, problem is, we haven't actually finished whatever room. Okay, I think our pantry might be about to become our prison temporarily. So, just to make... We can improve it later, but for right now, to make something a prison, you have to put some kind of sleeping place in it, and make it a prisoner bed. And then... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't need to make him a prisoner, because now that he's knocked out, I can just rescue him. Okay, never mind. This is not a prison anymore. I forgot about this. It's been long enough since I've had a Berserk person, I forgot how it works. I had imagined that that I would have to, you know, treat them like a prisoner for a while and then re-recruit them. That is actually not how it works. Once their Berserk Rage is over, they're a normal member of the community again. They just have to wake up. And then let's tend to their injuries. Oh, what is going on? Oh yeah, Bakabalpa has dropped his weapon. Somebody having a White is having a tantrum. Guys, I'm trying as hard as I can. Like, I do wish that these characters would get a renewed... Okay, now Sienna's just chugging ambrosia, which is, you know, drugs. So how come people are not building things right now? Is just absolutely everyone who was allowed to build things embroiled in... Oh yeah, Bakabalpa, rich. Ergo, yeah, that's what's going on. People are busy. Okay, well, we need these bedrooms. Animal starvation. Oh, right. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, all these animals back at my old place are just, like, roughing it out here. Can't figure out what they're doing. And I could not care less. Okay, so we got to finish some of these bedrooms. Wait, why is there not a... Did I never put a door here? Okay, we do have people working on construction. White is not. White is useless. Ergo's just playing around. Come on, guys. If you want to be happy, you got to put in the work. Okay, so Bakabalpa. You can have your shotgun back as long as you promise not to do anything bad with it. Everyone is binging ambrosia. Actually, you know what I just realized? I forgot about this. Saio has actually got a power that can prevent people from being too unhappy. So here's Rich. Okay, Saio. She can't do this all the time. But I think she can... She's got this ability to periodically... Rich, hold still. What the heck, Saio? Ugh. Okay, Rich. Drop your Gladius. Beat up Saio, I guess. Saio's supposed to be a pacifist, and I was just sending her specifically to be nice to Rich. Rich ran away, and Saio just got so mad at him. Okay, Saio's a pacifist, though. Like, she has no melee skill. This should go very well for Rich, right? Come on. Come on, get knocked out. Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll rescue Saio, and then Ergo. Oh no, all the roosters back home are dying. No, I don't care. Okay, so we've got a couple of bedrooms. Let's see. Okay, so let's try to put as many people in these bedrooms as we can. Which means... Let's install the lover's bed over here, even though it's not the biggest room. We can swap that out later. Let's also grab... I don't know. Any bed. Like, oh yeah, Rich, actually. Rich is one of the angriest people. Let's give Rich a bedroom. Okay, so Saio needs some medical attention. And actually... Oh, Rich is also sleeping in their bed. Let's, Wait, who else was... Blue was okay, right? Oh, already tending to Rich. Great. All right, so people are tending to the wounded. These people are just all at each other's throats. So our Verite asks, am I assessing this game from a professional perspective, or is this just a game that like hits the spot for me as a player? So kind of both. I mean, this game has become my favorite game. It is just like I don't play it all the time, but I'll like I'll take breaks from it because it can be very very sort of involving and it takes a bunch of time. But yeah, I do absolutely love this game just on a personal level, and I like to think that I would play it even if I wasn't a professional game designer. But at the same time, it's also a really great example of sort of like the more extreme version of a community simulator. So obviously, State of Decay is a community simulator, but it's one that it's also an action game and it's other things too, and it never gets this detailed, and it shouldn't get this detailed. It's I think. It's in the right zone for the kind of game that it is. But at the same time, there are things that I can learn from playing this experience that could really sort of inform me about like what would be what would be emotionally compelling. Oh my gosh. Rich is going to beat up a turkey because he's so mad, and now he's murdered a turkey. Ugh. Rich. You've got to... Oh, well, this thing is in bad shape. But is it... This is Rich's, right? Oh, no, it will be Rich's. So, Rich, you've got a better bedroom than anybody now. I'm really nervous. Rich's health is not that great, and now he's got a bunch of turkey injuries. Who's going to stop this guy? I mean, Ergo? No. Yeah. Let's melee attack Rich. Sienna is still just binging on ambrosia. So she's just like in a drug-fueled haze. Cachonio. Yeah, let's drop your... Wait, can I not drop your stuff? Oh, are you in the middle? You're in the middle of something. You're having an episode. All right, well, let's go. No, wait, no, not with the gun. Not with the gun. Melee attack. Melee attack only. Same thing. Ergo. Don't you even. You're not shooting your friend. Thank you. Okay, so. Blue. You go. You can rest somewhere. I don't know. Ergo, let's go rescue Rich. Rescue Rich. Oh, man. Just staying on top of these people's expectations. They're just so miserable all the time. again, yeah, like when we were like starting a brand new base at the very beginning, everyone's expectations were really low, and that meant that their morale stayed pretty high. But now that they've had the experience of living in a decent place, trying to move is just everyone's miserable and just freaking out all the time. Okay, so this, I think it was Cachonio and Chosisa. This is now their bedroom. So Chosisa and Chiconio. So they can have a bedroom now. It's kind of a garbage bedroom, but whatever. So, and then let's see here. Let's reinstall these guys. We'll worry about making them nicer later. Cloudcraft says that you're spending a lot of time building the actual rooms and haven't built much of the stuff that make the rooms a happy place to live. I know! I have to build a room before I can build the happy stuff in the room. Like, they haven't even finished building the rooms yet. So, like, just having a room at all is pretty important. So, I've got a lot of people to keep up with. So, yes, as soon as I've done building these rooms, the next thing is giving them floors, nice walls, giving them objects inside of them that make people happy. What's Saio doing right now? Oh, medical attention. Thank you, Saio. That is actually a good move. I appreciate it. And also, okay, so who is the most miserable right now? Chiconio is the most miserable. So let's go find Chiconio. Or Cachonio, whatever. Oh. Asleep. Okay, well, when Cachonio wakes up. Outside, everybody, claim their own bedrooms. Oh, herbal medicine deteriorated in storage. Somebody's got an infection. Okay, Rich. You headed to bed? Good. Saio will take care of your infection. Normally I restrict their use of fancy medicine, but right now everyone's health is so fragile. I think I might as well sort of like... Oh, wait, except... Wait, did I already use... I probably already used the Glitter World medicine. Normally I restrict that. I bet I already used it without paying attention. I normally put a big X through it so people can't use it, but that's too bad. That stuff's really valuable. I wanted to use it to install a drill arm on somebody. I guess not. Okay, finish the dang rooms, everybody. We got wood. Okay, they're starting repairing things. That's a good sign. It means they're running out of other things to do. Okay, so Saio. I wonder if Saio can use Word of Joy on Saio's own self. Saio can! Mad Muffalo? Really? That's not what I needed right now. Okay, fine. Everybody who's not already injured... You're drafted now to fight the Mad Muffalo. Okay, Sienna, you're on the front lines. Cachonio, you too. Okay, so Sienna's the only one who got injured. Sienna's going to bed. Everybody else... That one's a hunting priority. Hey, Ergo, you want to hunt this? Hunt that Muffalo! Let's get some Muffalo meat. And then Saio. Let's butcher some stuff. Then go to bed. Okay, so I think I am going to take down Saio's construct thing. So now cooking is going to be Saio's main priority. Okay, after she's done butchering that wolf that we killed a while back. I'm sure that meat's still good. Okay, Okay, she's doing something else now, right? Oh, she's still butcher. What did she find to... Oh, right! The turkey! Sayo's finding all these animals to butcher. That's great. Yeah, Cloudcraft is agreeing with me that glitter rolled medicine is something you really want to save for super dangerous stuff like surgeries. Okay, so Sayo's going to go rest. People are starting to repair stuff. People have got bedrooms now. Except Balkabalpe and Sienna. So I'm short... Looks like I'm short one bedroom. I might have miscounted. Oh, wait, no. Unowned. Okay, yeah, so I did not miscount. I just need to move Sienna over here. And why is no one building this? Hey. Oh, you are. Okay, cool. Let's make this Sienna's. Okay, so now everybody has got their own bedroom except for Chosisa and Cachonio, and they don't need it. So... we're starting to be a little bit okay. So now, next step, make the rooms nicer. And make the dining room a little bit more usable, too. People do get some morale, I think, from the quality of their dining room. So, first off, the floors suck in all these places. Wood floors... So people do like sort of smoothed stone floors, but they'd look kind of weird. Also combined with the wood floor. So eventually I could what am I trying to say? Eventually I could replace a lot of this stuff with stone and stuff like that. But for right now, let's just go with the easiest thing. Saio is going to care about the quality of these walls, though. So we're gonna. So this makes some really nice walls. Smoothing an existing rock wall makes it a really nice wall. It also is time consuming, so I'm only going to do it in one place over here. Placing floors doesn't take that long, and so it's a nice good first step. Let's put some wood floors in here too. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So let's make sure we're keeping up with our wood. Let's chop more wood. Just over here, around where we're building anyway. Cloudcraft, chill. Oh no! Oh no! Cachonio and Chasisa. Oh, one of them wanted to get married and the other one didn't. Again, Cloudcraft, I'm doing these floors because they're fast. Because it's a big level up to the beauty of the room. And I can worry about the other stuff later. So yeah, just what we needed, right? Cloudcraft is a breakup to really lighten everybody's mood. Saio, how long before I can do Word of Joy again? Oh, so Saio doesn't have a place. Saio needs a throne room. Because Saio right now does not have a place to recharge their Psi abilities. I forgot about that. So, steel walls. Actually, this might be a pretty nice throne room. Let's make one more bedroom for Bakabalpe somewhere. You can have a wall made out of metal, that's fine. We'll just mine it slowly, it'll be okay. So yeah, let's build Bakabalpe, a new space down here, and then we'll make this our throne room. Because it's pretty! And it's got a lot of, stone walls. We can replace the wood walls with more stone walls. Make it really fancy. Yeah, look at how fast they just blast through this flooring. I gotta say, this is true to life. The flooring guy that we got to do our floors was really good and got it done in just like a weekend. We went from having no floors or garbage floors to having something really nice. Okay, Manhunter. Oh, is this at the old place? Ha! Manhunter monkeys at the old place. Do not care. How are the chickens doing? Oh, some of the chickens are okay. Not all of them are dying of starvation back here at the old base. Yeah, maybe I should have brought some of these chairs with me. Oh well. How are we doing on wood? Plenty of wood. We're doing fine. I just love all these hammering sounds. Just everybody sort of working together. So we've got rare thrumbos in the area. No way. Oh, no, they're at the old base. Oh, man. Bugs, fight the thrumbos. Come on. You can do it. Oh, it's time to name this settlement. Hey, so on Twitch, I've just put together some channel point rewards. One of them is to name stuff. Does somebody want to cash that in? If not, I can just sort of go with something generic, like, you know, Saio's Refuge or something like that. But if anybody's got an opinion over on Twitch. Actually, I need to actually open up my Twitch monitoring stuff here so I can tell who has cashed stuff in here. Dingus Chief said there should be an option to abandon the original base from the map view unless you want to keep peeking in. I want to keep peeking in. So I'm just trying to remember now. How do I pop open my let's see here. Requests queue. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Smug Rainbow Pony has put in to name something, and they suggest Bubble Bath. Okay, that's what we're going to call this. We're going to call this Bubble Bath. Well, that's what happens when I give that option to the audience. It's not quite Bodie McBoatface, or, you know, Settlement McSettlement Face, but that'll work. This community is now known as Bubble Bath. Uh-oh. Rich needs treatment. How you doing? Oh, in fact, I haven't been paying attention to the infection. So, the infection is at 78%, and immunity is at 79%. That is very, very cutting it close. Rich could die of this infection. Oh, good. That's what we needed. A psychic drone to make all the men matter. Okay, so Rich, we got to keep an eye on this infection. So basically, if the infection hits 100% before immunity hits 100%, Rich dies. This is why Blue is missing a leg. Is because Blue had an infection in their leg, and I did not have the medical skill or technology to keep up with it. And so Blue was going to die of the infection, so I had to cut the leg off. We might have to gouge out Rich's left eye. It does look like the immunity, because of the last tending job that Saio did, it looks like immunity is growing faster than the infection. So I think Rich is going to make it, but that was cutting it close. Wait, is this raid in my place or the old place? Oh, crap, it's in my place. Oh, and they have grenades. Oh, yikes. Okay. That's bad. Hey, Saio. If you call it a trooper squad, yeah, we are not prepared to defend this place at all. This could get bad. All right. I can't remember if it said they were attacking now or not. They might be. Let's gather everybody. Except Rich, obviously. Let's get them all kind of gathered up. Okay, yeah, it does look like they're attacking. So let's get our ranged people behind cover. Chosisa here. Urgo here. Or actually, maybe Urgo should just be behind a rock. White. Also behind a rock. I don't know. Bacabalpe. A doorway. Cachonio inside. Sienna holding back, waiting for them to get close. Blue behind a tree. I don't know. Saio should definitely be holding back, ready to rescue people. Yes, please kill the guy with the grenades real fast. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. So, we got some people hanging back with their guns. I wonder if it's worth it for Cachonio to just, like, run up there. Oh, is Cachonio blocked? Is Bacabalpe not letting Cachonio in? Okay, actually, let's... Cachonio, deal with this guy. Sienna? I feel like Sienna should sort of charge their lines a little bit. Make a mess for them. Okay, Alonia's down. That's a wooden mace, not Cachonio. Okay, Cachonio. Cachonio's in trouble. I think I'm going to hide Cachonio. But if they're not shooting at Sienna right now, maybe Sienna can get back here and, like, do some damage. Thin them out. This guy got Molotovs? What is this? Just some booze? Oh, I think I just chopped Poppy's arm off. Left arm cut off. Yes. Sienna, you brute. All right. Oh, somebody is having a minor break risk right now? Really? Okay, looks like Blake is trying to flee. Let's go after Freckles. Oh, wait, nope. Blake's still coming back. Okay, okay. We've driven them into a rout. Good. I'm not going to keep going with this at all. Let's, yeah, so hurt people into bed. Saio. Let's tend to Cachonio first. Aliona. What do we do? Leave them to die? We could rescue them. We just don't have any space to keep them in, unfortunately. Sienna, are you going to go rest too? Okay. Urgo, are you headed back to your bed? Okay, yeah, so Saio is going to go try to heal all these people. Actually, Saio, you should heal Urgo first, because Urgo's also a good doctor. And then Urgo can split up. Okay, I need to build a medical facility, because a place where people can rest and also just have access to medicine. Because, yeah, this is bad. Having to wander around this much. No, don't tend to the donkey. Tend to Cachonio. Come on. Okay, Saio's helping Blue, and now she's still tending to Blue. She and Urgo are walking all the way over here to get the medicine. Oh, colonist needs rescue. Where? Wait. Urgo? Is that Urgo that collapsed? Urgo's being carried by the dog back to bed. Okay, who's got a medical emergency? Oh, Cachonio does? Okay, Saio. Don't tend to Sienna. Tend to... Not strip. Tend to Cachonio. Apparently Cachonio's bleeding to death and I didn't realize it. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Cachonio. Death in 3 hours? Oh, shoot. Okay, we're... Okay, no immediate danger. Good. Who's got it? Urgo's got an infection. Of course Urgo has an infection. Oh, my gosh. The medical emergencies in this game. Okay, Blue is going to tend to Urgo's... No, Blue, don't tend to Urgo's infection. Blue, you're not any good. Saio has to do it. Saio's the best doctor. Blue, if you want to help somebody, help Sienna. Okay, yeah. Blue's going to tend to Sienna. Meanwhile, Rich is just going to do a terrible job of a bunch of construction. How's Ergo doing? Wait, still untreated? Saio, what you doing? Okay, you're coming. You're coming. All right. Do not want this infection to be a problem. All right, so immunity 7, infection 13. We got to watch this immunity catch up with the infection. Oh, who else has got an infection? Cachonio, of course. Oh, okay, Saio. Take care of Cachonio. These infections are going to kill you. It's like the battle doesn't have to kill you. Okay, my herbal medicine's all rotting away. Oh, it still counts as outdoors. The unroofed is bad enough. Okay, you know what? We'll store a medicine in here. I should have done this long ago. I just wasn't thinking about it. What was it? Was it manufactured medicine? Yes. And then we're not allowed to store medicine in here anymore. No more medicine. So, somebody want to grab our medicine and move it? Okay, so Ergo and Cachonio both have infections that could claim their lives. Alright, so immunity 6%, infection 12%. How are you doing? Immunity 15, infection 21. Okay, so it's like this slow race between the infection and the treatment. These bedrooms are almost done. We're going to need to have the ability to build art. We're going to need to build some furniture. We're going to need to have a medical facility. Of course, we're binging on Go Juice now. Who's starving? Ergo? Hey, Sienna. Can you... You can't? Okay, fine. Saio, can you please feed Ergo? Everyone's just, again, just eating corn right off the cob. Like, Saio's not doing any kitchening. I wonder why, actually, Saio's not doing anything. I've got cooked simple meal. I'm making it purely out of vegetarian products, which I have plenty of. I guess Saio's just been doing medical stuff so much. Okay, let's check this infection. 34 versus 37. I think we're very, very slowly catching up. How long is it going to be before I need to fix this again? Tending expires in 1 hour. Okay. Contend now. Okay, Ergo. Back to bed, man. Okay, do I need to... Okay, fine. Rich, your bedroom is now the medical facility. Ergo, rest. Saio, treat Ergo. We've got one more bed we have not assigned to anyone yet. This is now going to be Rich's. We'll worry about building another bedroom in a minute. We're out of our proper medicine. Okay, 36%. Not a great number. But we are catching up. Immunity is within 2 now instead of 3. Now Cachonio really is having a tantrum. At least tantrums just involve, you know, destroying corpses, apparently. He's running around with an axe, mutilating corpses. What is wrong with you, Cachonio? So, Cachonio is not going to be treatable. Tending expires in 1 hour. And it's in their lung. I think Cachonio might not be long for this world. I don't think Cachonio is going to make it. Somebody else is going to have to inherit that armor. And of course, now White is going to be on drugs. Okay, we got a lot of people constructing now, which I think without much to construct, which is a good sign because it means we can build probably that other bedroom, and we can start building some furniture in these rooms. So we can build proper beds for one thing. We can also, yeah. So let's swap these out for proper beds. But now, am I able to? Let's have the people who are actually. Let's not have everyone be doing construction now. Let's have Chosisa and, well, all right. Let's have Chosisa and Saio do the construction. Cachonio's not going to do much. And sadly, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose Cachonio. There's nothing we can do about it. So Ergo might barely eke it out. Rich the janitor is just going around cleaning up all the blood stains from everywhere. Well, yeah, so Chosisa is going to feel really bad now that, she broke up with Cachonio. I think, is that how it went? Okay, so, Cachonio needs treatment. I mean, we're going to try, right? We got to try. Hey, Chosisa, do this. What do you... Why does Blue need treatment? Does Blue have an infection that I don't know about? Nope, just super, super high on drugs. All right. Chosisa is building a medical bed for Cachonio to die in. It's really sad. All right, Sayo's gonna try. I think it's not going to go well, though. We can try to amputate that lung, actually. So the infection is 74%, immunity is at 61. If it gets into the extreme zone and it's looking like it's never going to work, we're going to try to amputate that lung and see if it works. 73 to 74. So Ergo's getting real close to making it. Tending, okay, can be tended in 0.4321 seconds. Can tend now. Saio. Feeding Ergo? Oh, already tending Ergo. Okay, Saio jumped on it immediately. Cool. Jumped on it faster than I expected. So now... Yeah, this is going pretty badly. We might have to try a risky surgery. Okay, okay. So it looks like Ergo just barely crossed over into probably making it. Cachonio, not so much. I don't really... I mean, Saio did her best. I'm having serious doubts about whether that 78 is going to ever overcome that 86. So we got a few people here who are sort of, recognizing connections between this game and other games. Things like, okay, so wait, Rich and Bakabab are there? Who lives here? Nobody? Hey, Rich, why don't you live here? I'm calling out the connection to Dwarf Fortress, to Prison Architect. The art style is very clearly modeled after Prison Architect. Hey, Blue, this is meant to be your bed. There you go. Just uninstall that sucker. But yeah, this game definitely, like, Cloudcraft is pointing out that, well, you know, Prison Architect is more about sort of building the system for the people to live in. This game is more about the people themselves, more about managing the people, their lives, their stories. And I mean, they definitely have a lot of similar DNA. But I think I ended up enjoying RimWorld more just because of the kinds of stories I was telling. They just seemed more like what I was interested in. So at some point I'll have to get some industry up and running again, but just not yet. Okay, all these dead bodies. Okay, first, let's grab their weapons. Some of them might be useful. Let's, definitely butcher that donkey. Yeah, let's get some nicer stuff. And then these enemies, we should probably do something with their dead bodies. We could bury them in proper graves, or we could just put them in a big pile somewhere. I think I'm going to go with big pile somewhere. So, just because it's quicker, we got better things to do. So this stockpile zone is now going to be for corpses. Human-like corpses, specifically. Ergo, you're miserable, aren't you? Oh, but developed immunity. Okay, Saio. Okay. Oh, Saio hasn't recharged their ability to... Now Ergo's going to get into a fight with somebody, probably. Actually, Ergo, why don't you... Where is... Do you have a decent weapon that we just put away somewhere? I forgot what happened to your weapon. Yeah, I don't see one up here. It might have been... Maybe you dropped it on the battlefield. So Ergo's going to make it. Let's just, I don't know, grab the machine pistol. Why not? Cachonio, though. 96. 94. Oh, my gosh. Cachonio might. No, no, there's no way it's possible. There's no way it's possible. I think it depends on Saio's role right now. 36%. Not impressive. Oh my gosh. Cachonio. No! Cachonio just barely died. No! Cachonio. Oh, I'm so sad for you. Oh. Oh. Well. I guess we're gonna have to honor a Cachonio somewhere. That's a good place to honor Cachonio. Maybe outside the future throne room? We'll just line up the dead bodies of the people we lost. It's so sad. Oh, and it's such a great axe too, man. Okay, well, Rich, equip that axe. Roof collapse? Where? Oh, back at the bugs. Back at the ranch. Again, still, this place is just a feral wonderland. Oh. So wait, did we just load Cachonio over at the... No. That's not what we do with Cachonio. Okay, somebody... Chosisa? Okay, yeah. Chosisa is going to build a sarcophagus for her dead lover. And now we're going to make this Cachonio's grave. Chosisa, are you actually a hauler? Or can you bury... Okay, so Sienna's going to go stripping, but actually let's... Just so we can get that armor back. Though I don't know if it'll let us use a dead man's armor. Yeah, so I should have taken the armor off before Cachonio died. No, don't eat him. How do we bury him? Somebody bury him. How do we do that? How do we haul Cachonio over there? now that we put him somewhere else. You know what? Let's just delete this zone. It means that somebody will have to move Cachonio. The donkey's grabbing his clothes. Okay, okay. Bacabalpe, are you going to go bury him? There we go. Chosisa is binging on drugs. Chosisa can't handle it. This bed now belongs exclusively to Chosisa. Wait, whose bed is this? Okay, so Rich. Rich, this is your bed now. And we can uninstall your sleeping bag. And let's see here. Sienna, this is now your bed. We can uninstall your sleeping bag. White, this is now your bed. So I actually feel pretty good that it only cost me one character to move everybody. Especially, you know, a tribal community with very little technology. Okay, Bacabalpe, you're the one who needs to be here. And then we can reinstall this bed over here and just uninstall that. All right. Well, oh, we got some cargo pods. What's this? It's a bunch of kibble. Cool. I guess the animals get a treat. Yay, the animals get a treat. That's our reward. Is treats for the animals. Oh, hey, White's cooking. Oh, back up, ball pit. Really? What? You're fighting a rat? You went berserk and you're fighting a rat? Come on, dude. I thought our story was over. You giant jerk. Great, somebody's addicted. Chosisa's addicted to... I was trying to end on a positive note. Okay, Bacabalpe looks like they're like... He's by himself out there. Or she? Is Bacabalpe male or female? I don't actually know. Female, 57. Okay, so Bacabalpe is out there on her own. Hopefully no one goes near her. And maybe she can just get over her berserkness by herself. Because it is time for me to save this game. And get on to work. But, yeah, so there's RimWorld. So I thought this was... So the reason I wanted to stream it was because I got to the point that, you know, I knew I needed to move my community to a new base. There was no way they were going to survive, like, this nonsense over here with these monsters. And so I knew I needed to move them. But I'd be able to sort of build up a community a little bit faster and sort of show you a little bit about what it's like to sort of manage a late-stage community while also showing, you know, sort of the early steps towards, you know, building a brand new community. So my next steps with this group is to start, you know, again, keep improving the facilities I've already built, have there be a proper throne room so Saio doesn't just freak out all the time, and then start building up my industry again. Build up my ability to make stone blocks so that I can replace a lot of this wood with stone. You know, get my research going so that I can do climate control, so I can freeze and preserve my food. There's a bunch of stuff that I'll be able to do eventually, but in the meantime, I got to keep fighting through the terrible moods these people are all in, which means upgrading their facilities and just making them happier with their home. Anyway, so yeah, so Cloudcraft does point out that it is possible to abandon a former settlement. Like I could click this right here and say abandon, right? And it would just go away. I wouldn't keep getting notifications from it. I wouldn't worry about it anymore. I wouldn't be able to resettle in the same place. But again, like I just kind of like keeping track of it. I like being aware of what's going on back there. Like, you know, it used to be this community had... I mean, they had a really nice little medical place here. They had a beautiful dining room with a sarcophagus in the middle of it, because whatever. You know, they all had really nice bedrooms, art everywhere, a nice little barn to keep the animals in. That's another thing I need at my new place. But they had to abandon it, and now, you know, we're still pretty far from where we want to be, but, you know, despite the tragedy that we've faced, I think that we're actually kind of doing okay. So it feels pretty good. Anyway... Thank you for joining me for this. This is one of my favorite games. I love playing it. I love sharing it. And, you know, if anybody else wants to just give it a try because of what they've seen here, that would make me really, really happy. But if you want to subscribe to my channel, There'll be a button right there. If I play any more RimWorld, it could be here, but I play this game so much on my own free time, I don't know if we'll be able to make sort of a coherent story out of it the way I try to do with some of the other games I play. But we'll see.